Hey guys. Okay, so I keep hearing about this thing called a hear me out cake that all the kids are obsessed with, and so I decided to do one, but with real estate topics. So I'm gonna give you some hot takes, some hear me out subjects, but I'm also told I'm doing it backwards. So whatever, we're gonna do it. So hear me out. Don't renovate your house before you list, okay? So obviously we're gonna do a walkthrough before we get your house up on the market, and I'm gonna tell you about things that I think you should address before we get the home listed. But we don't know who your buyer is gonna be. We don't know what their priorities are. And so I am going to tell you, for the time being, don't spend a bunch of time and money renovating your house before you list. Okay, hear me out topic number 2. Do not wait for spring to list your house, okay? Obviously, spring pictures, gorgeous. Buyers, they're out of the house, they're doing their thing. It's great. So you can list in the spring and it's wonderful. But if you don't list in the spring, let's say you do it midwinter, the buyers that you end up with are likely to be very serious. It's possible that they have to move, so they're not waiting to see the spring inventory. So don't force yourself to wait for spring. Okay, let's talk about yours estimate. I hate yours estimate. So it is true that they have really dialed things in. They've gotten a lot more accurate. However, Zillow does not know that the house 2 streets across from you that got listed looks like a magazine and smells like cat pee. They have no idea. They don't know that the tiny little patio home in the kind of sketchy area has every conceivable luxury finish and the perfect layout for you, right? Your local realtor knows those things. So look at Zillow all day long, but hear us out when we tell you the pricing may not be quite right. Okay, another hear me out issue here is that your realtor should be telling you no. Now, we have to be very careful not to steer you into the direction of any particular home or away from any particular home. That is against all our rules and ethics, okay? But there are things your realtor is going to know about whether or not a property is right for you and whether or not it is even what you're looking for and whether or not it's going to close if you get into a transaction on it. So a perfect situation, a good realtor is going to sometimes be telling you, I would probably walk away from this. Okay, we are up to hear me out topic number 5. And this one is about open houses. So I love a good open house. I love to get a lot of people in your house and walking through on the weekend. Awesome. I don't think that you are very likely to find your buyer from an open house. So if you are someone who tells me, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be gone all day on Sunday. I don't want 2,000 people stomping through my house. It makes me uncomfortable. We can absolutely market your home in other ways. You do not have to be having open houses. Okay, so that was topic number 5. If you have any questions at all about any of this, I want you to just give me a shout and we'll talk about any of those topics and anything else that you need to, okay? So I hope you have a good one. I've got an assistant over here. All right, well, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.